Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on July 23rd. Let's check out our charts here and see what happened in the markets today. Down below here, we can see we did have a pretty solid upside across the cattle market. Both feeders and fats picking up some solid ground here and pushing into new all-time highs, which seems to be almost a daily occurrence here at the moment. We do have our October live cattle here on the board to start us off, as this October contract is the new front month here. Did see a pretty strong rally here, picking up almost $3 on the day, breaking out of this prior day inside day. Good support off that opening range here at that bull pivot at 220.80, and then this market just rallied all day long, put in a nice strong trend day, pushing up into new all-time highs here at 223.90, and closed just off of those highs here. This big picture uptrend remains intact, and we expect to see this upside continue. However, at the moment, we are just pushing up into overbought territory, showing this market's just getting a little hot here at the moment. Over the last 4 months, we followed this uptrend channel fairly steadily, and as we've pushed up into the top end of these lines a couple times over the past 4 months here, we have seen this level, this top line being a little bit of a resistance line here. We can see this swing high late March, back in May, also got close to it, and then the high back in June, poking it, and each of these times that we got up into this overextended levels nearing this trend line, we have seen a pullback come from there. And as we can see, today's high is just touching that line. Not going to say we're just going to bounce right off of it here going into tomorrow, as this was a nice strong close today, so we could see a little bit of this momentum carry into tomorrow's session and keep pushing a little higher. However, at the moment, we do just urge a little bit of caution here, as this market is getting a little overbought and a little extended, so pullback is definitely due sometime here in the near term. However, with today's action, this nice strong close here today, we could see a little bit of follow through here. Just want to continue to urge a little bit of caution here, as we could see a pullback coming here soon. But at the moment, this big picture uptrend remains alive and well. We expect to see this upside continue. In the event of a pullback, dips will be buying opportunities, and we expect to see this big picture uptrend continue rolling throughout the summer and into the end of the year. As we go down the line, we can see real strong action all throughout these back months and into early 2026 as well. We are seeing a nice upside here, and this just could continue to keep on pushing. So until we see volume start to distribute up here near these highs and a good prior day low to trade around, we do expect to see this upside continue. Let's jump over to the August feeders now. Also seeing good upside here today, pushing into this new all-time high up here at 332.07. Nice break above that prior day's high, and just a nice strong trend day closing up there just off of those highs. Same story over here. This market is starting to push up into some overbought territory, so we do just want to continue to remind everyone to be cautious of a pullback here in the near term. But at the moment, we do have the momentum here, and the bulls are pushing, showing a nice strong close here today, and we could see that momentum follow through into tomorrow's session as well. Look for that upside to continue. We'll just have to wait and see for a day for this market to balance out, put in a good low to offer a good pullback point, but at the moment we expect to see this upside continue. You can go down the line here into these back months, and we just see this market just continues to get stronger the further you go down the line, really showing some strength out of there into those 2026 contract months as well. This cattle market's just been resilient and continues to show its strength. Look for that upside to continue. I just want to be cautious of pullbacks here in the near term in both the feeder and fat market. We'll be on the lookout and continue to monitor that throughout the rest of the week. But at the moment, look for this upside in the cattle market to keep on grinding. Over to the corn futures now. This December contract balancing out here today. Pretty quiet day, just good swings back and forth. If we take a look here on our lower time frame, we can see how this volume did kind of build a shelf here at the moment, here just below 417 to 416. Nice concentration of volume here right around this 417, 418 level. We do have this real flat spot here on this volume profile chart here. Shows that this could be another potential breakdown point. So with this market balancing out here today, look for any offers below 416.75 and yesterday's low down there, or excuse me, today's low at 415.75. We could see this market really start to flush again back down towards these contract lows. This big picture downtrend remains intact. Bears are rolling here after the rejection from these moving averages and this overhead gap. Look for the downside to continue and corn prices to keep getting cheaper. Over to the crude oil market, continues to be a quiet, choppy market here, trading around this 65.42 bull pivot on the week. We are seeing a little bit of a flush down here below that bull pivot, but the close of the day always pushing back up and rallying, getting that close back above that bull pivot. These pokes down here into this little demand zone at these range lows is just showing the bulls are fighting back here, but no real pushback to get any sustained upside. We're just keeping the bulls are just able to keep this thing from closing down here below 65. Good support here, these long wicks here that we've seen over the last couple days, showing that this market could be rejecting these lows, and we should expect to see it cross back across these moving averages towards these range highs up in the high 60s. So if we do start to see bids come in above these prior day highs, look for this market to just slowly cut back across this range. We don't expect any big major directional moves at the moment. Look for this market to just continue zigzagging back and forth across these levels here in the mid to high 60s, as this oil market remains pretty comfortable around here. If we do happen to get a flush tomorrow and get below 64, we will see a downtrend take over, and the bears start to push down towards the $60 mark. So that 64 level is the spot to be watching for any major downside. But in the meantime, expect to see a low volatility, choppy market continue here in this crude oil market. Now over to the equity side of things. Each of our indexes showing some pretty nice rallies here today. This S&P contract breaking out and pushing up there to 64, over 6,400 here today. Real strong rally coming in here today. The Nasdaq was the weakest on the day, but it did also pick up some, got back above that prior day's high. And we did finally see that new all-time high come here on this Dow Futures Index, pushing back above this all-time high that we saw back in February at the beginning of the year. At the moment, we do have 4 touches here of this 45,200 line. Be looking for a break above this 45,200 to really get this market rolling. Good support recently off that 20-day moving average here. We do have those Dow names starting to rally here and push up into those new all-time highs. So we could see that trickle over into the S&P index as well. Be looking for that upside to continue. And this Nasdaq index has continued to be the leader here, and we should see just upside continue here as the stock market remains healthy and strong. That's all we got for this evening. Catch you guys tomorrow.